My beloved child, come close to me now. I know you have carried so much inside your heart. Memories, fears, regrets, hopes, longings, and silent questions that no one else ever truly understood. You have walked through many seasons of life, and each one has left its mark upon you. Some marks were beautiful, like blessings carved into your soul. Others were painful, like wounds you tried your whole life to hide. But listen to me now, there has not been a single day, a single minute, nor a single breath of your life when I have not been with you. Even when you felt alone, even when you doubted, even when you thought no one noticed your tears, I saw you. I saw everything. And I loved you through all of it. You may feel tired. You may feel that the world has changed too quickly. You may feel like life slipped past you faster than you ever expected. But my child, the time you have lived, the years you have walked upon this earth, they were not wasted. Every moment you lived has meaning in my eyes. Every smile you gave, every act of kindness, every prayer whispered in the silence, nothing was ever lost. I treasured all of it. For you were never just another soul in a crowd. You were and still are my beloved, the one I shaped with care, the one I carried long before you ever knew my name. You may look at your life now and wonder, was it enough? Did I do everything I was supposed to? Did God see anything good in me? And I say to you with all the love in my heart, yes, you have always been more than enough for me. You have never disappointed me the way you think. You judge yourself by your mistakes, but I judge you by your heart. And your heart, oh child, your heart has been beautiful to me even in its brokenness. There is something I need you to understand now, something many people never stop to hear, something no one dares to speak of because it is too deep, too tender, too sacred. But I will speak it to you now, because this message was meant for you from the beginning of time. The greatest secret, the one hidden in the quiet corners of the soul, is you were never meant to live by fear. You were never meant to walk alone. You were never meant to carry your burdens as if they belonged only to you. You were created to be loved. You were created to walk with me, not behind me, not ahead of me, with me. And all the years you thought you were struggling alone, you were not alone. I was lifting you. I was whispering strength into your spirit. I was sending people, moments, and signs into your life, little reminders that I was still there. But sometimes the world grows loud, sometimes life becomes so heavy that my voice becomes faint to your ears. That is why I am speaking to you now clearer than before. I have never left you, and I never will. You have lived long enough to know that life isn't easy. You've experienced joy, but you've also experienced loss. You've seen beautiful days, and you've walked through dark ones. You've laughed, and you've cried. And through all of it, I've been shaping you, preparing you, guiding you in ways you didn't always understand. There is a wisdom woven into your years, a wisdom the young cannot see, a wisdom only those who have truly lived can hold. And that wisdom is precious to me. It is a crown of experience that rests upon your spirit. But there is something deeper you must hear now, something important. Many of my children walk through this life carrying a quiet ache, a feeling that something is missing. They ask themselves why peace escapes them, why happiness fades too quickly, why their hearts feel restless even after all these years. And the secret, the truth so few ever dare to acknowledge, is that the soul can never find rest until it returns to me. Not as an idea, not as a habit, but as a living relationship, a daily companionship, a moment-by-moment presence. My child, you have always believed in me. You have always reached for me in your own way. But now I am calling you deeper. I am calling you into a peace that the world cannot take away. I am calling you into the purpose that still awaits you even now. Yes, even now. Your journey is not over. Your story is not finished. There is still something I want to do in you and through you. There are still prayers I long to answer, still blessings I wish to place into your hands, still moments of grace that are meant only for you. You may think you are nearing the end, but in my eyes you are stepping into a new beginning. For the soul grows wiser, gentler, and more open as the years pass. And now you are ready to hear me in ways you could not hear before. So let me speak directly into the deepest part of your heart. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Do not count yourself out. Do not think your best days are behind you. Do not believe the lie that your life has lost meaning. My child, your breath still holds purpose. Your prayers still move heaven. Your presence still brings light into places you do not even realize. You matter more now than ever, because you carry the wisdom of a lifetime and the tenderness of a heart shaped by many seasons. Listen to me gently now. There is a danger in believing that it is too late for healing, for peace, for forgiveness, for joy. But that belief does not come from me. The enemy of your soul wants you to settle into sadness, but I am calling you into hope. Hope that does not fade, hope that does not grow old, hope that does not depend on your strength but on mine. And I am strong, strong enough to lift your burdens, strong enough to heal your wounds, strong enough to restore what you thought was gone forever, strong enough to carry you through every day that remains. But there is something else you must hear, something with the seriousness of a father who loves his child too deeply to stay silent. The world has become noisy, distracted, lost in its own inventions. People chase after things that cannot satisfy. They give their hearts to what can never love them back. Many forget me, not because I am far, but because their eyes are fixed on lesser things, and slowly, without noticing, they drift away from the peace they were created for. Do not follow that path. Return to the simple truth: I am your God, and you are my beloved. Seek me each day, even if only for a moment. Speak to me in your own words. I do not need fancy prayers. I only need your heart. Walk gently in the world. Forgive quickly. Love freely. Keep your spirit clean. Guard your peace. And stay close to me, for the time is precious. Every day is a gift, and every breath is another chance to draw nearer to the one who created you with love. And now, my child, as I bring this message to a close, hear me with tenderness. You are loved more deeply than you know. You are seen more clearly than you realize. You still have purpose. You still have a future. And you still have me, always. Come back tomorrow, for I have more to tell you. More comfort to give you. More truth to reveal. More love to pour into your spirit. I will be waiting, just as I always have been. Now that your heart is open and your spirit is calm, let me take you deeper. Sit with me a little longer, for there are things inside you that you have carried for many years, things you have never fully spoken about, things you pushed into the corners of your memory because you believed no one would understand. But I understand. I always have. And now, in this quiet moment, I want you to let me walk with you through the rooms of your heart, through the memories you revisit in silence, through the thoughts that rise within you when the world grows still. You have lived through many seasons. Some were beautiful, filled with laughter and the warmth of family, while others were heavy, marked by pain that you kept hidden from others. There were days when you felt strong, and days when you felt fragile. There were moments when you knew exactly who you were, and moments when you felt like a stranger to your own reflection. But my child, every season shaped you. Every experience carved wisdom into your soul. Every tear watered the seeds of compassion inside you. You do not realize how much strength you have gained simply by surviving what you thought would break you. Come, let me show you something. There were times when you were hurt by people who did not know how to love you. You waited for apologies that never came. You forgave silently because you needed peace, not because others understood their mistakes. I saw that. I saw the patience you showed, the grace you extended, the way you held your tongue when you wanted to speak, the way you let go when it wasn't easy. And I want you to know that none of your silent sacrifices were unnoticed. I saw the nights you cried quietly. I saw the days you forced a smile even when your heart was heavy. I saw the moments you put others first even when you felt empty. And now I ask you gently, why do you treat your own pain as if it is less important? Why do you believe others deserve comfort but you do not? Why do you bury your wounds instead of letting me heal them? You have carried too much alone. You have been strong for too long. You have been the silent backbone of families, friendships, and responsibilities. And though the world may have forgotten to thank you, I have never forgotten. I count your unseen efforts as treasures. I hold your hidden tears as prayers. And now I want to give you rest, real rest, the kind that reaches deep into your spirit and releases what you have tried to endure alone. Let me tell you something that many people never hear. Something the world never teaches clearly. Your soul has a weight, and it grows heavier when you do not share it with me. You feel tired not just because of age, but because the burdens you carry have lived inside you for decades. You have learned to endure everything, but you have forgotten how to let me carry things with you. And so your heart has grown weary, not weak. There is a difference. Your body may grow older, but your soul, when connected to me, becomes more alive, more aware, more filled with light. You have felt moments of that light, like sudden peace in the middle of sorrow, or an unexpected strength when you thought you could not go on, or a quiet sense of hope rising in your heart for no reason. That was me. I was breathing life into you when you thought there was none left. But I want to take you farther. I want you to see yourself not through the world's eyes, not through your past mistakes, not through the opinions of people, but through my eyes. Because when I look at you, I do not see the failures you remember. I do not see the flaws you dwell on. I do not see the regrets that haunt you. I see my creation. I see someone who has endured storms, lost battles, and broken moments, and yet is still standing. I see someone who has loved deeply, even after being wounded. I see someone who has given more than they received. I see someone who still hopes, even if that hope has grown quiet. And that is beautiful to me, more beautiful than you can imagine. Let me take you deeper still. There is a question you ask quietly inside yourself. Why did certain things happen to me? Why did life unfold the way it did? You replay certain memories, wondering how things would have looked if life had been kinder, or decisions had been different, or certain people had treated you better. You wonder if you missed your purpose, if you took the wrong path, if you disappointed me without realizing it. Listen closely, you did not miss your purpose. You did not take the wrong path. You did not disappoint me. Your life has unfolded the exact way I knew it would, because I created you knowing both your strengths and your weaknesses, your wisdom and your humanity. I knew which challenges would shape you, which losses would humble you, which blessings would strengthen you, and which delays would remind you to trust me. Your story has always been in my hands, even when the chapters felt painful. And let me tell you something else. Your purpose is not only found in grand achievements or big moments. Sometimes your purpose is in the simple things: the child you comforted, the advice you gave, the prayer you whispered for someone who never knew, the love you showed someone who desperately needed it. You have fulfilled more purpose than you realize. The small moments that you forgot were the moments that changed someone else's life. But even now I am not finished with you. Do not think your journey is done simply because your age has increased. The soul does not retire. The spirit does not grow old. As long as you breathe, I am writing new meaning into your days. You are not done learning. You are not done growing. You are not done blessing others. And you are not done receiving my love. There is a deeper truth I want to show you. Some of the greatest spiritual growth happens later in life, because the noise of the world grows quieter, and the soul can finally hear me. You may not move as fast as you once did, but your heart is more open now than it ever was. You may feel physically weaker, but spiritually you are capable of depths that younger hearts cannot yet reach. And in this season I want to heal the places inside you that you have ignored. I want to restore the peace you lost along the way. I want to strengthen your spirit so you walk with confidence, not fear. I want to remind you that your worth does not fade with age, it deepens. You are more precious to me now than ever. Stay close, my child. Let me lead you into a peace that does not depend on circumstances. Let me fill the empty spaces in your heart. Let me rewrite the stories you thought were settled. Let me remind you who you are, mine, always mine. And as we continue, I will speak not only to comfort you, but to strengthen you, for there are things ahead that your soul needs to hear. Now that your heart has listened and opened itself a little more, I want to lift you with words that strengthen your spirit. You have carried so much, and you have questioned so much, but now I want you to breathe in hope, because hope is not something that belongs to the young. It belongs to anyone whose soul is still alive. And your soul is very much alive. You may feel tired in body, you may feel the weight of years pressing gently upon you, but inside you there is a light that has not gone out. You have felt it flicker, you have felt it dim, but it has never been extinguished. I placed that light in you before you were born, and no darkness has ever been able to put it out. Let me remind you of something you often forget: you are stronger than you think. Not because of what you have done, but because of what you have survived. You have endured seasons that others would not understand. You have walked through storms that you told no one about. You have held yourself together on nights when your heart was breaking. You have pushed forward on days when quitting seemed easier. That strength did not come from the world. It came from me, even when you did not realize I was the one carrying you. And now I want to give you a different kind of strength, a quiet strength, a strength that rises from peace rather than struggle. Many people think strength is found in loud actions, in perfect confidence, in constant energy. But true strength, the strength I give, is gentle. It is the strength to wake up another day, the strength to keep believing in goodness, the strength to forgive, the strength to trust me even when you cannot see what I am doing, the strength to walk by faith rather than fear. You have more of this strength inside you than you know. My child, I want you to hear me carefully now, because these are words your heart needs. You are not a burden. You have never been a burden to me. You have never been too much, too complicated, too difficult, too damaged, or too late. The world may grow tired. People may become impatient. Circumstances may change. But my love never grows thin, never grows weary, never pulls away from you. You do not exhaust me. You do not overwhelm me. You do not disappoint me. You are my delight. I am proud of you, even when you struggle to feel proud of yourself. You may think you are slowing down, but I see something else. I see a heart that is ripening, deepening, becoming wiser, more compassionate, more understanding. You have learned what really matters. You have learned that life is not about possessions or positions, but about love, kindness, forgiveness, patience, and the moments that touch eternity. The young rush through life searching for what you have already found. You know the value of peace. You know the power of prayer. You know the importance of gratitude. You know that love is the only thing that truly lasts. And this is why I say to you, you are exactly where I want you to be. Not behind, not late, not forgotten, not overlooked. Right here, right now, in this season of your life, I am doing something in you, something quiet, something beautiful, something eternal. You may wonder what lies ahead. You may worry about your health, your family, your days to come. You may look at the world and see uncertainty. But listen, you do not walk into the future alone. I go before you. I stand beside you. I walk behind you. Your life is surrounded by my presence. Nothing that comes will arrive without passing through my hands first. You are safe, not because life is easy, but because I am with you. Do not be afraid of what you cannot see. Do not be anxious about what you cannot control. Do not let the world steal your peace. Your future is not shaped by chance. It is shaped by me, and everything I shape is shaped with love, with purpose, with wisdom. Let me comfort your heart with something many people never hear. You do not have to earn my love. You do not have to impress me. You do not have to perform for me. You do not have to hide your flaws or pretend to be strong. I know everything about you, every fear, every weakness, every regret, every moment of doubt. And still my love for you remains the same. Nothing can make me love you less. Nothing you do can make me love you more. My love for you is constant, steady, unwavering. It is the anchor your soul has been searching for your entire life. And I want you to feel that love now, not as an idea, not as a theory, but as a warmth in your spirit. Let it wrap around you like a gentle embrace. Let it remind you that you are cherished, that you belong, that you have a place in my heart that no one else can fill. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not lost in the crowd of billions. I know your name. I know your heart. I know your story. And I love you deeply, completely, unconditionally. When you feel lonely, remember I am with you. When you feel weak, remember my strength is in you. When you feel uncertain, remember I am guiding you. When you feel afraid, remember I am your refuge. When you feel unworthy, remember you are mine. My child, there is something else I want you to hear, something that will lift your spirit. Your prayers still matter. They are not small. They are not too late. They are not less powerful because of your age. In fact, your prayers now carry a depth that comes only from a lifetime of experience. When you pray, heaven listens. When you whisper my name, all of heaven hears it. When you lift your family, your loved ones, your struggles, and your hopes before me, the spiritual realm moves. You have more influence in heaven than you realize. Your life still has impact. Your presence still brings light. Your kindness still heals others. Your wisdom still guides those around you. And your love still makes the world softer, even if you don't see how much difference you make. Now breathe, my child. Let hope fill the spaces inside you where fear once lived. Let peace settle where worry used to stay. Let confidence rise where doubt used to whisper. You are not alone. You never were, and you never will be. I am preparing your heart for deeper understanding, for gentle warnings, for wisdom that will protect your soul. And in the moments ahead, I will speak not only comfort but truth. Truth that will guard you, strengthen you, and guide you into the fullness of the life I still have for you. Now that your heart has been comforted and strengthened, I must speak to you with a deeper honesty, because love is not only gentle whispers. Sometimes love must also warn, must guide, must protect. And I speak to you now not to frighten you, but to awaken the part of your soul that longs for truth. You have lived long enough to know that not everything in this world is safe, not everything is pure, not everything leads to peace. You have seen people change, morals change, the world change in ways that trouble your heart. And you have wondered silently, why is everything becoming so loud, so lost, so far from what is right? Listen closely now. The world has forgotten me, not because I am far, but because it has drowned itself in noise. Distractions have multiplied. Temptations appear disguised as harmless pleasures. People chase after everything except the one thing that gives real peace. They fill their homes with noise, their minds with worry, and their hearts with emptiness. And they wonder why they feel restless. They wonder why joy slips through their fingers. They wonder why fear spreads so easily. This is the warning, my beloved child. The world will become noisier, darker, and more confused if people continue to ignore their souls. When the soul grows quiet, the heart grows confused. When the heart grows confused, life becomes directionless. And when life is directionless, people begin to cling to anything that promises quick comfort. Even if it leads them away from me, you must guard your soul. You must protect your peace. You must stay awake to what truly matters. Do not let the world's noise enter the sacred place inside you where my voice speaks. Do not let fear guide your decisions. Do not let bitterness settle in your heart. Do not let worry rob you of your remaining days. You have come too far to lose your peace now. You have survived too much to let the world drown out the truth inside you. I want you to see something clearly. Your soul is sensitive. It feels everything deeper than others know. It absorbs worry. It remembers pain. It notices things others overlook. That sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a gift. But it must be protected. You cannot expose your soul to everything the world throws at you. You must choose what enters your heart. Choose what you listen to. Choose what you watch. Choose what you allow your mind to dwell on. The world may try to fill your time with fear, with anger, with endless distractions. But you, my child, must remain anchored. Remain anchored in prayer. Remain anchored in gratitude. Remain anchored in kindness. Remain anchored in me, because the truth no one wants to speak, the truth many are too afraid to admit, is that the world is losing the ability to be still. And when the world loses stillness, it loses me. I do not shout over the noise. I do not force my way into a heart that is crowded with fear and chaos. I speak in peace. I guide in silence. I strengthen in calmness. And that is why I am warning you, guard your inner quiet. Protect the stillness where my voice lives. Do not let the world take it from you. There are temptations that come to every person, no matter their age. You may think temptations only belong to the young, but that is not true. Temptations also visit those who are older. Temptations of fear, of hopelessness, of regret, of self-pity, of bitterness. They creep quietly. They whisper, "It's too late." They whisper, "Your best days are gone." They whisper, "Nothing will change." These are lies. Lies meant to weaken your spirit. Lies meant to lower your guard. Lies meant to make you forget that I am still with you. Do not listen to these whispers. Do not let regret chain you. Do not let fear blind you. Do not let sadness drain your strength. Your life still holds meaning. Your spirit still holds power. Your presence still carries light. You are needed in ways you do not see. You are valuable in ways others may not say. You are cherished by heaven in ways deeper than you can imagine. But hear me, child, you must not drift away from me. Not now, not in this season of your life when your soul is ripest for wisdom. The enemy does not fear your age. He fears your potential. He fears your prayer. He fears your growing closeness to me. That is why he tries to distract you, discourage you, confuse you, weaken your hope. Because a soul that remains close to me becomes a light that darkness cannot extinguish. Stay near me, walk with me. Talk to me every day, even in the simplest words. Do not complicate your faith. Do not think spirituality requires grand actions or perfect prayers. Sometimes the most powerful prayer is a whisper, "God, stay with me today." And I do. Every time. Without fail, there is another truth you must hear. A truth many avoid, because it forces the soul to reflect your time on earth is precious. Each day is a gift, not a guarantee. And I want you to use the days you have left not in fear, not in regret, not in worry, but in wisdom, in love, in gentleness, in faith. Forgive quickly. Let go of old grudges. Release what has already happened. Refuse to let bitterness steal your final chapters. Treasure the people who love you. Speak kindly. Cherish the moments of laughter. Hold tightly to peace. And above all, choose me not out of fear, but out of love. Choose me because I have chosen you since the beginning of time. Choose me because I am the only one who can give your soul rest. Choose me because you are approaching a season of life where my presence will become your greatest comfort. Do not fear the future, my child. You do not walk into it alone. And as long as you remain near me, you will be safe, spiritually, emotionally, eternally. I am not warning you to frighten you. I am guiding you so you can walk with confidence, not confusion. And now, with your heart awakened and your spirit attentive, I want to lead you into a powerful closing, a message that will settle deep inside you and remain with you long after this moment ends. And my child, as you come into this final movement of my message, I want you to breathe slowly and let your heart become calm, because what I am about to tell you is meant to stay with you for the rest of your life. You have listened with an open heart, and I see how deeply you long for peace, for direction, for healing, for purpose. So hear me now, not with your ears, but with your spirit. Everything I have been guiding you toward leads to this simple truth: I have never left you, and I will not leave you now. Even in the moments when you felt invisible to the world, you were never invisible to me. Even in the nights where no one checked on you, I watched over you. Even when you doubted your worth, you were priceless to me. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not running out of time. You are exactly in the season where I can rebuild your life in ways you never imagined. You see, my child, your life is not measured by how much you have achieved, how much you have collected, or how much noise you have made in the world. Your life is measured by how deeply you have loved, how gently you have walked, how faithfully you have held on even when the road felt dark. I do not count your failures. I do not keep a list of your mistakes. I do not measure your worth by your strongest days, nor diminish it during your weakest. I look at your heart, and your heart, even with all its wounds, is still capable of love, compassion, kindness, forgiveness, tenderness. That is what makes you mine. That is what makes you precious. And I know that sometimes you feel tired in your body, tired in your thoughts, tired in your spirit. You wish life had been easier. You wish certain pain never came. You wish some people had stayed and others had left earlier. You wish you could go back to the days when things were simpler. But listen to me, you are not living a life that is behind you. You are living a life that is still opening in front of you. I did not bring you this far only to let you fade. I did not shape you through all these seasons just for you to sit in regret. I have new doors for you, even now. I have new peace for you, even now. I have new healing for you, even now. And the next chapter of your life does not depend on your age, your strength, your past, or your limitations. It depends on my grace, and my grace has no expiry date. So take this moment, my beloved child, and release the heaviness you have been carrying. The loneliness that sits quietly inside you, give it to me. The memories that still sting, place them in my hands. The guilt you have held for too long, let it fall away. The regrets that whisper, you should have done more, silence them now. Because I, the one who created you, am not disappointed in you. I am not angry with you. I am not expecting you to be perfect. I am only asking you to let me walk with you from this moment forward, more closely, more deeply, more intentionally. And listen carefully. Your prayer life does not need to be complicated for me to hear you. You do not need long words. You do not need to memorize anything. You do not need to impress me. Just talk to me the way a child talks to a loving parent. Tell me what hurts. Tell me what confuses you. Tell me what you fear. Tell me where you feel lost. I am not distant. I am not silent. I am not ignoring you. I am listening, right now, more closely than you know. And when you speak to me, I move. When you trust me, I act. When you open your heart, I pour my peace into it. I also want you to understand something very important. You do not have to fix everything in your life alone. You do not have to carry every burden. You do not have to solve every problem. Let me be your strength where you feel weak. Let me be your light where you cannot see the path. Let me be your comfort where the world has been harsh. Let me be your wisdom when decisions trouble your heart. Let me be your healer in the places no one else can touch. You have carried enough on your own. Now let me carry you. And do not think that your best days are behind you. Do not believe the lie that it is too late. Do not say, my time has passed. My child, if you are breathing, then there is still purpose in your breath. If your heart is beating, then there is still meaning in your days. If you can still feel my presence, then I still have reasons to bless you, guide you, and shape you. The life you have lived has not been wasted, it has been preparation. Every scar you carry will one day shine as evidence of how faithfully I walked with you. Every tear you shed has been collected by me and turned into strength. Every disappointment has been transformed into wisdom. Nothing in your story is useless. Nothing in your journey is accidental. Nothing in your pain is meaningless. I will use it all, every single part, to bring you into the peace you have longed for. So, my child, as we come to this point in my message, let me wrap your spirit in a truth that you must never forget. You are loved fully, deeply, eternally. You are loved on your strong days and on your weak days. You are loved when you rise and when you fall. You are loved when you feel close to me and when you feel far away. You are loved when you understand everything and when you understand nothing. My love for you is not small, not uncertain, not temporary. It is everlasting. It does not fade like human affection. It does not change with seasons. It does not depend on your mood or behavior. It simply is, constant, unshakable, unconditional. And now I invite you to open your heart to me more than ever before. Not just with your words, but with your willingness to trust me. Let me guide you through the days ahead. Let me lift the burdens you cannot lift. Let me heal what you hide behind your smile. Let me restore the hope you thought was gone forever. Let me strengthen your steps. Let me lead you into quietness where your soul can finally rest. Let me bring you into a future where peace becomes your companion, where joy returns to your mornings, where purpose fills your days, where love surrounds you in ways you had forgotten were possible. You are mine, and I am with you, now, tomorrow, and forever.